What's going on here? Massive day for the unemployment. Valkyrae just showed her true colors. Uh-oh. 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 What is this? What's this all about?
Massive day for the unemployed. Valkyrae is in a hot water and everybody is hating on her. Her brother passed away and she sort of made it about herself.
I didn't stream yesterday. My brother passed away yesterday. And
Why do streamers need to tell everyone personal? It's so odd.
I had like my meetings and my mom called me and she's like, yeah, Mark died. And I was like, oh, shit.
She's not even a real human.
What the hell? Is that how you act or so when your fucking family member dies? Damn, dude, that's crazy, to be honest, to see that.
At this point, she's just a trope of leftist beliefs. I bet her brother just said something like abolishing police is bad and now she hates him forever.
Yeah, yeah, he had a really bad alcohol problem and he had,
To be fair, if you were my sister, I'd have a pretty bad alcohol problem too. I'm surprised he stopped at booze, to be honest.
Yeah, so that was yesterday.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the one thing or so. Yeah, it's the same thing or so with Chibi reviews. I'm like, you're sharing too much, bro. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm like, you gotta keep your private life a little bit separate. Like, there are some moments I'll say some things, right? I'll say some things in general, but like not a lot of things on, you know, like there are still some things that you guys don't know about that I still keep to myself at the end of the day.
Just felt really bad because I had like a lot of resentment towards him. We did not have a relationship.
Also, that is true, Roman. You're not wrong on that one. Without these streamers or so, I probably wouldn't even have much to, you know, wouldn't even have too much to freaking make fun of, you know. So yeah, maybe we should probably keep these streamers around because we can always make fun of them all the time, you know.
I was like kind of angry yesterday because he just like didn't treat my mom with respect. He did not like my mom. And then my mom was like crying on the phone yesterday to me.
Okay, but why does she even feel the need to share this? I feel like I don't hate her or anything. I more so pity her. Anyway, chat, my brother died, but today we got a cool Among Us lobby with my other Chinese friends. Yippee! Also, just to be clear, I don't think she's saying anything too crazy.
Nah.
It's just the fact that she's saying it in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, it's slightly odd.
Yeah.
Didn't treat my mom with respect. He did not like my mom. And then my mom was like crying on the phone yesterday to me. And then she was like, you should forgive him. And I was like, well, yeah, I guess I have to because he's dead. Like, well, I don't know, this freaking sucks. Like, I don't know, I was like angry and she was like, no, she's like, it's okay, just forgive him. And I'm like, fine, I forgive him, but what the like, I shouldn't have to forgive him just because he died. I was like, okay, no, that's fine. And so I was just having a weird day yesterday and I was like,
You know what'll make it better? Some Among Us with your Chinese friends. All right, relax, guys. I'm not actually a racist. I have Chinese friends. Well, you know, technically they're Korean, but whatever. L China, W Korea.
We never had a relationship. I feel like he never allowed us to have a relationship. After my dad passed away, he never tried talking to my sister and I again. So it's like, why? Like, okay, yeah, great. You passed away. Fine.
Is it just me, or does this seem very personal? Like, why are you sharing this? You know what I mean?
Really
Let
feel
your brother
personal.
rest in peace. It hasn't even been one day yet.
Like, I don't know. I feel bad for his kids because his kids are actually nice to us. But it's like, damn.
Bro, the kids are mourning the loss of their father. The body is still warm. It's been like 24 hours. And do they see their aunt saying all this? Bruh. Take some advice from Smosh and shut up. Anyway, there's quite literally nothing wrong with this reaction, lol. You don't owe bad people in your life anything just because they died. Dying doesn't make that person any less of a person. You know what? True. That's true. We don't know anything about her brother or the specifics of their relationship.
Yeah.
But why talk about this? What's the female equivalent of shut up and dribble?
Hey, do you wash me dishes?
Someone said Erica Kirk.
Look, I get it
my
if you
God.
are not really close with your brother, but you gotta think of the family here and the kids, and even your mom.
What the fuck is Mizkif getting himself into like every single every single conversation? What incarnation? This guy likes to stick his nose in everything. Oh my goodness gracious me.
because it's still her son. You're a public figure talking about
Oh my
their
lord,
father
man! This
and
guy,
how
this
he's
guy likes
dead.
to be in every single conversation.
You're
huh?
throwing out your family's trauma out there. I think that's very wrong. People are trying to confuse the idea that Ray is psychotic to she might have just be in shock of what's going on.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day, but like, come on, love or hate Mizkif, he's right. Very brave of Mizkif to watch this with the stuffed animals in the back. Oh, maybe the stuffed animals in her background triggered him, but anyway, let's move on. Anyway, Pokimane responds to the backlash she received for the way she acted towards her brother's passing.
Lose a family member that you don't have a good relationship with. It's very complicated. And for some reason, some people can't understand that.
Well, yeah, of
it's
course,
so
no
weird.
duh.
It's actually so weird.
I beg to disagree. It's actually pretty simple. People just disagree with you because they inherently have different values, and nobody's going to change how you feel or they feel.
It's not my job to make everyone understand.
At the end of the day, it's the end of the day, and I might have just had an Andrew Schultz level epiphany because, like, I'm operating strictly out of logic, and she's kind of emotional right now because obviously her brother died, and she's a woman.
Grief is a roller coaster. Yeah, it is. And I think I need to give myself a little more grace because, god damn it, people piss me off. A lot of
I don't
people.
know about this. I don't know. I wouldn't go this full in depth or so about, like, you know. I wouldn't go this full in depth. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll just be like, yeah, I had a family member that just passed away, you know. So, or I'd be like, oh, you know, uncle passed away, you know. So, I'm not gonna go like full in depth like this, you know. So.
People reached out, which was nice. It was really, really nice.
Okay.
But the problem is, at least with my family tree specifically, the only person that I cared about, at least in my family, is mostly Uncle Yolksathoth. That's about it. Uncle, like one of my uncles or so. I guess kind of maybe one of my aunties, but the problem is she's kind of becoming a little what's the word? She's kind of becoming a little bit like a chismosa, you know? And she kind of gives a little bit of problems with my mom specifically, so I've been kind of a little bit like, come on, dude. So I think the only person that I can say I would probably feel very saddened or so would be Mama Azathoth. If she needs to go back to the void or so, you know, when she disappears, and then my uncle, like super long time ago. So, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, pretty much it. Like the only thing I'm very happy of is where, like, this is the one thing I'll say because I'm like super positive. So because I had a good relationship with my uncle, with one of them anyways. That like we got to see him one last time before he passed away, but my mom has like some kind of like she kind of has like a little bit of what's the word, she's gonna have like some kind of like conspiracy theory in her head where the people who were supposed to take care of the uncle didn't really take care of the uncle, so they kind of just let him rot away basically. That's like my mom's like conspiracy theory on my uncle's passing or so. That's why. But yeah, I took a picture with my uncle. Me and my older brother took a picture of him. My younger sister didn't really met him, because I think she was like not born or was too young, question mark. But I do remember that. Trust issues. The problem is that she's related. The one that was taking care of the uncle was related to my uncle that lives here specifically, right? It's part of that family. I think it's the wife of his, right? But she doesn't really like. She kind of gives off very weird vibes, you know. Like even I kind of feel it too as well. Like she gives off like very like, you know. It's a lot of very like questionable vibes that I'm kind of like don't really dig it personally, because at the end of the day, like a lot of the like in overall, right, like Hispanics, like when it comes to Hispanics in general, especially Hispanic families, there's a lot of fucking chismosas in the fucking in a goddamn freaking family. Okay, so gossip. There's always so much fucking gossip shit happening. you know, you expect when you like when you talk to them or so, and you know, you have a one-on-one conversation, you know, you expect them, you know, the common sense or so, not to tell anybody, but they fucking tell the whole entire fucking world or so. So that's why it's just kind of like, I'm just kind of like, Jesus Christ, you know, face palming all the damn time, right? And that's just kind of like, it's a running thing or so in the family, so it's always consistency. And that's about it though. Like the only people I would probably feel sad or so would probably be my older sister. I mean, not my older sister, my mama, well, you know, of course, my specific siblings, of course, but I'm talking about like the older, like eons generation would probably be my uncle, and then it'd be Mama Azathoth. So that's pretty much about it. So those people are the worst. They are basically the worst. And the worst part about it, we're pretty much surrounded by it. But that's why me, Mama Azathoth, my sister, my older brother, we separate ourselves from them. Also my older brother too, who's half related to me. We kind of separate ourselves from them specifically. So we don't associate with them that much. And that's the only reason why this is probably like one of the reasons why I personally want to have a big family, is because I don't want them to interact with them, because they're kind of like snakes, you know. They really are like actual snakes. Like I told you guys this specifically. The one that is supposed to be our cousin that is not our cousin, she's racist. She's racist towards Mexicans. I don't think she's racist now, but she was racist towards Mexicans, and she hated me and my siblings specifically, not my other halves or so, not my older ones, but hated us specifically the most because we weren't pure-blooded. We weren't pure-blooded Salvadorians. That's the reason why. We were mixed race, and that's pretty much about it though. But I didn't tell her that, you know, the whole entire family tree is fucking mixed race. But I didn't tell her that, so because she doesn't know that. So so she thinks she's pure-blooded, but she's not pure-blooded though. That's what she thinks. Like she has this weird complex or so that, like, you know, that Salvadorians are better and whatnot, and all this other random shit and everything. So it's a thing in Hispanic culture, you know. Like I said, there's always this like weird type of thing in general. So, but they're all snakes at the end of the day. So that's why I have no personal feelings or attachments towards them specifically in general. I have more attachments to my family and my family alone. So yeah. She's a mudblood as well.
But the only person here you can blame is yourself.
Well, actually,
right?
not
You
really.
brought this out into the world. Nobody forced you to talk about this, so like, why get mad at the people? As Marcus Aurelius said, when you wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous. Basically, you're tripping if you expect Twitter to give you the best interpretation of what you're dealing with.
Only people that understand what it's like to have bad relationships with family members will probably understand. I don't know how to describe it to people. I genuinely don't. I don't know. I just could not believe how obliterated once again I was getting for not reacting the right way to my brother passing. I don't know.
Okay, but why do you care? You could say something as easy as 2 + 2 = 4 on Twitter, and somebody will be like, no, it's 5, and the age of consent is too high.
It's so annoying. I'll never be able to get closure with
Thank you
him.
for the follow. Welcome.
Makes me mad.
One of my cousins thought we were stuck up just because we lived in the U.S. Oh, that's also very common too as well. That is super common when it comes to like Hispanic family in general, especially like, let's say for example, like your cousins or your other brothers and sisters or stuff like that, right? Like they live in a third world country, right? And then you live in a first world country, right? They think you're like, you know, they think you're all that basically. You're gonna have that specific mind mentality, you know. That's why I don't interact with my family a lot, because my mom and my other aunts won't shut up with the drama, and most of the time talking smack about me behind my back, and I'm just ignoring it because I can hear everything. Yeah, it's the same thing too as well. They were talking. There was one time or so where we were homeless or so, right? And I work on the computer, right? This was during the time when I was working on computer, like at home and everything. And they were completely shit talking about me in general because I wasn't working or anything like that. I'm just kind of like, well, I can't really do anything when my computer is literally in the truck and everything like that. There's no internet. you know, there's no way to connect my computer online. There's no way for me to work. So what the fuck you want me to do, bitch? You know? So she was kind of like smack talking about me specifically, how like I'm like jobless and like I don't do shit in the house or anything like that. You know, I don't cook, I don't clean. I'm like, I cook and I clean my own shit and I cook my own shit. So, and so she just has the tendency of always being a bitch all the time. You know, that's the only reason why I just don't care about that specific family. I just care about my family alone.
Bro dies. How can I make this about me? We need Dr. K up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm genuinely don't listen to me. I'm just jester maxing for some ad revenue.
Valkyrae announces she has started freezing her eggs at the age of 34 so she can have a baby in the future.
What the fuck? What? Well, good luck with that. You're gonna be waiting for another century or two for someone to make a kid with you. I'm just saying. Ugh. Ugh. Even I wouldn't touch that with a 20-foot pole.
Best time to freeze your eggs is from 30 to 34. So I was like, this is
You're
the
like,
year.
I gotta go.
I'm getting it done.
Didn't Ray just say like a month ago that she doesn't want kids because she doesn't want to fuck her whole career and everything? I know she wants kids. I know from talking to her she wants kids. I don't know why she said she didn't want kids. I think she just like thought that her having kids would hurt her career so badly that it's not worth the pros and cons of having children. And now that people are scolding her for being 34, she's probably like, oh, it's beneficial for me to have.
Wait, wait. She's 34? No shot that she's 34. Wait, there's no way, right? Is she really that old? Holy Toledo, she is 34. My god. Holy shit, she actually is 34. Damn. That's crazy. I never knew she was 34. Golly lord. Alright then. Okay.
Children now because everyone just attacks me for my age.
The more you know,
Proposition. 25,000 likes on this video and you will never see a Mizkif clip again on this channel.
She's acting
We're about
like
to break
18
some
years
records,
old.
but I gotta give it to Miz.
She hasn't got rid of that high school shit. I'm gonna be honest, that high school mentality in general. That's all I gotta say. She's definitely not got rid of that high school mentality.
Mizkif, he puts Tectone's ex-girlfriend onto his stream so Tectone can't react to any of his videos.
Man, f*** you, WestJet. That ain't even my real ex-girlfriend. My heart lies with the Genshin Impact baddies, to who I goon to every night.
I don't know why people are clowning her for this one. I actually think this is a good idea, especially since she's like 42. Anyway, back to her brother.
It's a good idea because she's 42. Oh, dude, you can't say that. You can't say that. That's pretty funny, though, I'll be honest with you.
Empathy people. They have more empathy for people 7,000 miles away than their blood relatives. She really dying on that hill, also streaming the next day after he died. Everyone in the comments calling her strange or heartless for not feeling deep grief doesn't really understand what it's like to have a complicated traumatic relationship with an addict in the family. People love to say family is family, like that's some unbreakable rule, but it really isn't. You don't owe anyone automatic love, grief, or loyalty just because you share DNA. Relationships are built on how people actually treat you. If you want people to genuinely mourn you when you're gone, show up positively in their lives while you're here. It's that simple. Wow, this is how your sisters respond when you die, guys. They make it about them, don't actually care, air you out publicly, profit. Women are incredible. No, that guy is definitely trolling hard because no one in their right mind would compare all women to a Twitch streamer.
Because you are chronically not in a relationship, you don't want to have children, and they are living through a fake relationship that they created in their head through the stream. Stick to that. If you're gonna farm Sims, do that. What, speaking ill of the dead of your own family member one day after when he has kids, it's like, it gets to a point, no?
For real, the guy has children. I think that makes it a bit icky, right? And again, a death doesn't impact just one person. So the fact that she took this executive call, whether it's impulsive or not, just shows...
I don't know. Personally, if someone passes away or so, I probably wouldn't stream the next following day or so. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'd probably take one day at least a break or so. You know, sort out my thoughts, you know, and feelings and everything like that. You know, and then yeah. Yeah.
The maturity. Then again, she is a Twitch streamer, so she hasn't mentally developed since high school, so math adds up.
I know math is hard.
When you lose someone that you're related to that you don't have a healthy relationship with, there are a lot of people like that, like me. And I think it's reassuring that there are a lot of people that are being empathetic towards my emotions. I'm really sad today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really sad.
Now that I've come across as a giant piece of I'm actually sad. This one's quite a doozy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and that's about it. See ya. Subscribe if you miss Filthy Frank.
Oh, Filthy Frank. I love Filthy Frank. Oh, look at Shondo. Anyways. That was a pretty interesting, you know, L video, not gonna lie. Why would you not share stuff as a streamer if you want to? Just click off if you don't want to consume them out. She's clearly not that vulnerable, about it either too, so you can't even call it baiting for support. Yeah, my brother died. El Bozo, guys, can we start the hype train? Yeah, so my brother passed away anyways. These comments are so, dude. My brother died. Oh no, anyways, I'm a clip farm. The fact that she complains about her mom crying about her son dying because she doesn't want to forgive her brother is the next level of sociopathy. Yeah, that's pretty true, to be honest. She was sad. She must have hit it very well. I don't think so. Crazy how similar this sounds to my family situation with my brother. Weird things about this is that even though I hate my brother, I don't go around telling everyone I know about it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I said, there are some things specifically that I don't tell you guys about because at the end of the day, it's just like it's none of your guys' business. So. Like, I'll tell you some things in general, right? That I find personally funny, as in, like, funny stories and everything like that, or some dumbassery that I like to make fun of my own family, you know, my own family tree in general. But, like, certain other things in general, there's just some things I don't talk about, and I just keep it on the down low and the hush-hush, so, yeah. My brother passed away. Please like and subscribe and donate me money for my genuine grief. Yes. Make sure you dono sub or so, you know, 25 gifted subs or so I can take it away from iDubbbz, you know? Just like what Tectone said. I'm just like, you know, I don't know. It's just funny though. I'll be honest with you. Pretty funny video. 5 booms for her dead brother. 5 vine booms. Boom, 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 boom.